of this country. Mr. Speaker, these are things that should not happen because they happen because of political consideration. But in any case, Mr. Speaker, David, I'm not doubting the qualification of David Kemei. He's qualified, he's the best, but the local employees internally should have been considered for this position.
Senator Osotsi.
Mr. Speaker,
Senator
I support.
Senator Boni Kalwale, what's your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, I rise understanding order number 105 on statement of fact. The distinguished senator of Vihiga has stated, Mr. Speaker, while you are consulting, that the Cabinet Prime Minister, Honorable Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi, prevented unfairly a local of Sabatia constituency in Vihiga constituency from becoming the beneficiary to the position of Director General of the Competition Authority. Mr. Speaker, that's a fair comment. Could he, under the rules of procedure, table evidence to support that claim that Musalia Mudavadi blocked his own brother from becoming the Director General? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Osotsi, if indeed that was what you had insinuated, can you please clarify, and if that's the case, please can you either withdraw or substantiate the matter?
Mr. Speaker, Senator Halwale knows very well that I'm a well-grounded person in Vihiga, and I know a lot about what happens in Vihiga County, just the same way he knows a lot about what happens in Kakamega. The appointment was made according to the report that was tabled by the Prime Cabinet Secretary. That's a fact. It is in the report. And I know for sure that this particular individual I'm referring to.
Senator Osotsi, what is in the report?
The report talks about the name having been nominated by the Prime Cabinet Secretary. That's a fact. It's in the report. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, I've interrogated with this matter before when this thing was going on, and I know a lot about this. And if challenged, I'm ready to substantiate.
Senator Osotsi.
Yeah, I'm ready to substantiate.
Senator Osotsi, the statement you're referring to, the report you're referring to, states that the Prime Cabinet Secretary nominated the said individual.
Yes.
What you're being asked to substantiate is whether or not you have evidence of whether, as a candidate for the position of Director General.
That's why, Mr. Speaker, I have answered to say that I'm well-grounded, I've interacted with this matter. And I'm the Senator of Vihiga County. There are chances that I have had meetings where this matter has come up.
Senator Osotsi, let me stop you right there. The fact that you're grounded, and we all know you're very grounded, and you might have this information. Are you able to table evidence to the fact that you're referring to, not the fact that you're aware of? Are you able to table that evidence?
Mr. Speaker, it is very unfair to ask me to table discussions that I've had in meetings somewhere. That I will not be able to table. But I will want to say that if Senator Kalwale wants me to withdraw that bit,
no, it's
I
not
will
Senator,
withdraw.
it
but
is
my
not Senator Boni
is very
Kalwale.
clear.
It is not Senator Boni Kalwale who will require you to withdraw, it's the chair. I will require you to withdraw that statement and replace it with something which is more firmable, understandable.
Mr. Speaker, because I can't table the discussions we had in meetings, I will withdraw that bit, but I insist that my conscience is very clear on what happened, and as an elected leader of Vihiga County, it is sad that I had to say this on the floor of the House. Mr. Speaker, I had finished my contribution. So I have nothing more to say. Only to say that the report is very clear on who the nomination authority was, but the issue of tabling the discussion in meetings, what I have had before on this matter, I will not be able to table, and therefore that particular bit I withdraw.
Thank you very much.
Speaker. But I support the motion because I know this gentleman called David Kemei.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Mohamed Chute.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Let me take this opportunity to oppose this motion completely. Honorable Speaker, there is a problem in this country. This country is, I don't know what name I should give this country. This country is very tribalistic. I will tell you why. This man, David Kibet Kimei, if you ask me today, he shouldn't be employed. One, there is an issue with EACC. They have given a report against him. It is here. I can no problem.
What is your point of order, Senator Samson Cherargei?
Mr. Speaker,
Mohamed
understanding
Chute,
order.
please resume your seat and do your
Is
mic.
it in order, Mr. Speaker, is it in order for the Senator, my brother, Chairperson, understanding order 105 on responsibility of fact, to allege about tribalism and the issues that are within EACC, can he substantiate by tabling that evidence so that we can be satisfied?
Senator Chute, are you able to substantiate?
Honorable Speaker, in my committee, already we have a report that shows that this country is very tribalistic, and I'm going to table that report next week. So this is what is happening in this country. Everywhere you go, Honorable Speaker, let me give you a scenario. First of all, I'm ready to substantiate because it is in my report. What I'm talking about is in my report. I'm going to table next week. Honorable Speaker.
What is your point of order, Senator John Kinyo?
Mr. Speaker, about tribalistic and him being chairman, maybe that's a story for another day. But Mr. Speaker, he talked about EACC, and he tables the report of EACC. Mr. Speaker.
Senator Chute, are you going to table the report?
I will table that report. It is even here. I've just seen it. I will table. That's not a big issue. But the issue of tribalism, it is in the domain of my committee. I'm going to report next week. Why am I saying this, Honorable Speaker? Honorable Speaker, when this position was advertised in the first instance, it was re-advertised again, and they changed so many things in that advertisement. What was in the advertisement earlier was removed because they wanted it to suit a particular person. So what happened, we have somebody from Marsabit who has worked in that position for almost 2 years. Because he comes from a minority, he cannot be considered. Honorable Speaker, you see the problem we are having, Honorable Speaker, the issue I am trying to raise, Honorable Speaker, this matter, the way this person was picked and selected, we need to investigate this matter. Honorable Speaker, I'm going to bring a statement to this House to investigate the process these people used to give that position to Mr. Kimei. Honorable Speaker, if you had a program before, if you had an advertisement, and that the conditions were there, and later on you advertise again, remove those conditions, bring new conditions, what does it mean? It means very clearly you have a preference, you want to give that particular position to a particular person. Honorable Speaker, my request, this country, we need to be having, we need to not to look at only one area of this country. I come from Marsabit. If somebody from Marsabit cannot be employed, he has all the qualifications. You cannot employ him because you want a particular person from a particular region. Honorable Speaker, let me say this. In fact, if I am asked today, sitting in that committee, what I have seen is, Honorable Speaker, is reliance on one particular area of this country, Honorable Speaker. And you see, the reason why I'm saying this, if you had advertised this position before, why do you change the goalpost and then re-advertise again? When it was advertised in the first instance, Mr. Kimei was not there. He was not in that shortlisting. He appeared in the second advertisement. They removed some things from those advertisements, the second one. Why do they remove? It is because they wanted to give this position to Mr. Kimei, who comes from Rift Valley, not somebody who comes from Eastern Province. This is wrong, Honorable Speaker.
Senator Cherargei, what's your point of order?
Speaker, is it in order under Article 10 of the Constitution on national values and principles of governance to allege that Mr. Kimei was given this position of Director General of Competition Authority because he comes from Rift Valley, Mr. Speaker? Is it in order even the young children seeing us profiling Kenyans, Mr. Speaker? The other day I was defending the MCA from Wajir that had been abducted and yet is to be found. I would have simply said they're adopting people from Northeastern. Is it fair, Mr. Speaker? Can the Honorable, my brother chairman, which I have tremendous respect, withdraw and say Mr. Kimei is a Kenyan like the other? Can he use other reasons?
Senator.
And he's threatening the peace and cohesiveness of the country.
Senator Mohammed Chute.
Yes, sir.
As much as we agree with your opinion, it is unfair to profile people based on regions. Please continue with your contribution without making any reference to certain regions and certain people.
Speaker, today I am Honorable Speaker, I am a disappointed man today. You know,
Commissioner, what is your point of order?
Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I want to know whether my chair cohesion is in order to profile a community at the expense of its community. Yet is the chair of the cohesion.
Very well. Senator Chute.
Honorable Speaker, what I am trying to do as a chair of cohesion, I want every part of this country to be considered, not looking at only as if Muslims are looking at the Kaaba. They are looking at only one side, taking care of same people, doing things for only. That is not right, Honorable Speaker. I'm really, you see this point of order they are raising.
Senator Mandango, what is your point of order?
What is wrong with you people?
Honorable Speaker, I don't think, under statement of fact, Senator Chute should not lie to this country and mislead the nation that people have been looking into one direction. Senator Chute, for your information, the managing director of Kenya Portland Cement is your personal friend. You know so many people who have been appointed to government from other regions. Twalip is the head of EACC. We have the Director General for Kenya Roads Board. Senator Chute cannot mislead the nation, and Honorable Speaker, Senator Chute, in fact, should resign from being the chair of the National Cohesion Committee. If that is the kind of thinking and mentality wants to advance in this Parliament and Senate, Honorable Speaker, it is not in order. And for your information, Honorable Speaker, I want to say this for the record. As a community and as a Kalenjin community, we are going to refuse to be profiled. We are citizens of this country, and we pay taxes. We go to school like any other community in this country. The fact that the president comes from that region doesn't mean any other citizen from that region is not entitled to employment. We are tired, we are sick of being profiled, and we are going to take our rightful position, and we are going to respond to any allocation that is meant to intimidate this community.
Thank you, sir. Senator Roba, what is your point of order?
Honorable Speaker, the chair of Cohesion and Integration has made derogatory utterance against the Muslims by making reference like Muslims who face the Kaaba and they pray in one direction, or making that, and considering he's a Muslim, such simile or example being taken has not settled well with the Muslims. You need to withdraw.
Senator Mugeni, what is your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, I want
Mr. Speaker, I wanted to raise on a point of order to inquire from Senator Mandago whether it is in order, Mr. Speaker, in order to show that there are fairness in distribution of jobs across the country, whether it's in order to make reference only to Muslims while the country has 42 tribes. Mr. Speaker, if Senator Mandago wants to prosecute his point of order, let him table before the House the appointments that have been made to all parastatals in the last 2 years. Then we will say the country is fair, there is fairness in the whole country. So, Mr. Speaker, if it's a matter of us being a house that is fair, let Senator Mandago table before us, Mr. Speaker, appointments that have been made to all parastatals in the last 2 years, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Senators, honorable Senators, it is Senator of Embu, what is your point of order?
Speaker, mimi na siungi rafiki wangu Senator Chute wa kutoka Marsabit, na amesoea vibaya sana Senator, kwa sababu kila kitu ambayo hujahusishwa unakuwa Senate haiwezi endelea vizuri. Senator Chute, kila pahali tumeona kamati, wewe ni mwenyekiti na tunajua unafanya kazi nzuri, lakini kitu yote imekuwa katika nyumba hii hujahusishwa, inaleta shinda kwa sababu tuko kaunti 47. Huyo mtu nasema unataka huyo ni rafiki wako, umesema saa hii na ndio umesema alitemwa, ukasema utakuja kumtetea. Bwana Speaker, nataka niambie rafiki yangu Chute, mambo ingine mpaka uashiri watu wengine waendelee vizuri, sio kila kitu yote. Tukienda kwa manyumba ni Chute, tukienda kwa kila kitu yote, kwa mafuta ni Chute, tukienda kila kitu yote Chute. Kwani Kenya sio Marsabit? Nataka ni kazi yako mpaka uonjue sisi tuko maseneta 67 na kaunti 47. Kwa hivyo nataka nikwambie rafiki yangu Chute, huwezi kuwa kila kitu yote ni Chute, hii haiwezekani. Kwa sababu saa hii nikiwa hapo umesema ati unakasirika rafiki yako ametemwa. Kwa hiyo hata hiyo ni kitu, hata kama itarundiwa, huyo mtu hafai kuwa ataenda kuangaliwa kazi yake ndiye apatiwe. Tena kitu ya mwisho, tungefuata application ya kwanza ama ya pili. Kwa hiyo ile application za kwanza sikuwa na ndosari mbaya, na saa hii tumesikia umesema watu ile ya pili ndio ilifuatwa. Kwa hivyo napinga mambo ya Senator Chute. Asante Bwana Speaker.
Senator Munyihaji Mohamed Faki.
Mheshimiwa Spika, roho yangu imetulia kuona Senator Mudigi amekaa, kwa sababu alikuwa anarusha ngumi na mikono ukifikiri alikuwa yuko kwenye uwanja nini. Mheshimiwa Spika, vitendo kama vile vya Senator Mudigi haviongezi sifa katika bunge hili, kwa sababu inaonekana kama ambaye anapigana katika bunge. Watu wanazungumza kistaarabu hapo, Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwa hivyo ndugu Mudigi, siku nyingine usijaribu kuonyesha vidole na nini. Asante.
Senator Mundingi, ningekupatia nafasi lakini ushaongea, so siwezi kupatia na sawa. Wewe jibu kwa ajili ulitajwa, jina yako ilitajwa, jibu.
Yangu Bwana Speaker, sina shinda yoyote ya kuwa hii nyumba ni nyumba ya wazee, na ni nyumba ambaye Senate ni hapa house. Atukwangi mimi sikwangi na sinda, ni vile nimekasirika wakati nimesikia Senator Chute akiongea kuhusu Marsabit County, na vile najua tukiwa hapa county 47 sisi wote tukiwa Senator 67 sisi tu tunaleta amani katika Kenya, na wakati tunajua Chute ndio chairman wa mambo ya devolution na mambo zile zingine, akiongea hapo nikawa nimekuwa na roho yangu ikawa haikunifurahisha. Kwa hivyo Senator Mombasa, wewe ni rafiki wangu, mimi sina maneno, ningekuomba tu vile nimeongea, sikuwa na maneno, sikuwa na kitu yote lakini kwa moyo wangu ndio imefanya roho yangu iende juu. Kwa hivyo mimi ni rafiki wa kila county na rafiki wa kila mtu. Kwa hivyo sikuwa na maneno yote. Kwa hivyo rafiki wako amekosea, ndio imefanya nijibu na moyo. Asante Bwana Speaker.
Asante Senator Mohamed Chute, I will allow you to continue with your contribution, but I would urge you to refrain. What is your point of procedure?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for granting me this. I just wanted to clarify as a member of the committee that the points of argument by the Senator of Marsabit are permissible in this House. That's the meaning of debate. However, before the committee, Mr. Speaker, the issues he's canvassing never came before us. Mr. Speaker, what came before us were two issues that were raised by the youth of the Republic of Kenya through their leadership and EACC. The youth raised the issue of age. We considered, and EACC brought in the issue of when Mr. Kibet was serving at the Kenya Medical, which school is that? Kenya Medical Training College, Mr. Speaker. And EACC, in writing, it excused him. And when we pursued the issue of age, Mr. Speaker, indeed, Mr. Kibet is 59 plus a few months this year. We were almost tempted on refusing him because he's approaching 60 this year. But on further scrutiny, Mr. Speaker, we found that the advert did not use age as a reason to disallow the candidate. So let it be understood that we are alive to this matter. This man, the only thing that the nomination required of us was to establish his suitability based on competence. And the bloc is very competent, and for God's sake, if we go the route of how many Muslims, how many Kalenjins will blow our country, let us just agree that mistakes have been made. We keep on making correction. Mr. Judah, there are many Muslims in senior positions than other people. And the fact that William Ruto is a Kalenjin does not mean that other Kalenjin professionals should not be given jobs. We can only ask the President and the Public Service Commission that where they want to give jobs based on communities, let them always remember that the President, being a Kalenjin, he collectively also holds a very big position in trust of other people. So they should also remember Kalenjins at the same time with the other communities. We have a country to build, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, senators.
Thank you, Senator Boni Kalwale. And Chute, just know that Senator Boni Kalwale took some of my words in his submission. And I think if you have listened to him keenly, you should be guided in how you should continue with your contribution. So please just refrain from mentioning any tribes, regions. I think most of the senators have actually guided you. And as the chair of cohesion also, there are some things which are not expected to be coming out from you. So please be guided and make your contribution, considering that you should not agitate any more of this debate.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Let me refer to what Senator Mandagor said. He told me we should resign. And I will ask Senator Mandagor, because he has a court case, is he going also to resign? That is what I should ask him. Number two, if I continue, Honorable Speaker, what I am saying today, please protect me against this guy.
Continue, Senator Chute.
Honorable Speaker, I want to make something very clear here. What I was saying, sir, how can I even speak? This guy is making a lot of noise in this house.
Senator Chute.
Honorable Senator Cherargei is making a lot of noise.
Senator Chute.
Yes, sir.
Address the chair.
So. Thank you, Chair. Chair.
Senator Fatuma Dulo, what is your point of order?
Chair, is it in order for Senator Chute to insinuate that Senator Cherargei is making noise? Because that language is unparliamentary. Can he withdraw and apologize?
Senator Chute, since it's been brought, please withdraw and apologize.
Peacemaker, but let me withdraw it. I have withdrawn that statement. I have
He has withdrawn.
and apologized because he is my friend. Honorable Speaker, I was elected by the people of Marsabit. It was called the Eastern Province before, and I'm here to represent the people of Marsabit. If I have any grievance, I have to speak it out. And Honorable Speaker, everybody in this house and this country knows what is happening in this country. And we needed to have equitable distribution of resources and even jobs, Honorable Speaker. What I have noticed and realized is that when this particular tender, what do you call, advert was floated, there were some conditions which were there. Later on, and I've said it before, in order to help somebody who was not earlier there, they changed that particular conditions, some conditions. So what I'm going to say, Honorable Speaker, I'm going to bring a statement to this House for the matter how this man, how the tender, the advert was advertised from day one to the end needs to be investigated. And, Honorable Speaker,